How's it going?
Welcome back, Nerd Herders. We're back with another episode of NBA 2K20. Let's get our game on, shall we? All right, let's go defense. Let's go defense. All right,
let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
All right.
You got it. You got it. Come on, man. Hey, watch it, watch it.
Damn it. Man, I am like ice cold right now. There we go.
There you go.
Oh, crap. Wow. Damn it, pull a short stand or something. Just kidding, don't do that. Wow, two defensive stops. And one was, I think that last one was because of a bad shot. I don't think that was actually a defensive shot. Stop. Let's see here. Do the charge.
Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do.
Yep.
Get started, man. Let's get started.
What?
Hey, yo.
Do it again.
Right here. Now we're rolling.
There we go, there we go, there we go. Come on. Get in the game, get in the game. There we go, there we go. Come on. We got this. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
One more, one more.
Come on, come on. Damn it. Come on. There you go. There you go. One more. One more. We're gonna get 8 this time? Can we get 8? Yep, we got 8. There you go. 8 out of 10. That's better. Much better. Much better. Bam. Alright. Let's go defense again, and 10 attempts to get in front of the player attacking the basket and try to stop them. Alright, let's try the rebounding. I haven't done this one yet. This ought to be pretty hard.
Let's get everyone over here and get started.
I know it says easy, but with me, yeah, well. Alright, wide rebound, L. Left trigger to box out. Alright. Nope.
Shut up, shut up. Yeah, let's go, let's do it. Ball up.
No! I pressed the wrong one. Why is my controller so slow to react? What?
Hey, good rebound.
There we go, finally. No, go run after the rebound.
Next time, man. Next time.
Crap. I would like to try a new controller, like see if that's one of the problems, because it seems like my buttons don't react fast enough. I could be wrong though. Could just be me. Alright, let's try to face down.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
You got it. You got it. Come on. Hey, keep the ball. I'm gonna keep coming, baby.
Nope.
Get your mind right.
I feel like I can't run fast enough. I'm sure it's just me, but
That's all you. Keep shooting it.
damn it. Like I'm not even one.
Shoot that. Hey, keep shooting
Put your head in the game.
Damn it. Come on. I know I'm short, but I should be able to block at least one. See, I just feel like I'm not fast enough, and I don't know why.
Again.
Damn it. Not a single one. Zero. I didn't get no points for that. Not even 100. I didn't do nothing. There we go. Alright, let's move on. Oh, progression, that's right. We unlocked a badge, didn't we? Alright, improves effectiveness on screens and drains energy from opponent on physical contact. Chase down artist. Clamps. Decreases opponent's takeover meters. Improves the ability to bump and harass other offense off ball. Strengthens defensive ability to move people around and post. Intimidates offensive players, causing them to miss shots more often. I think I need that. Yep, let's go for it. Alright, playmaking's the next one I'm close to. Let's do this. So sad, man.
All right, let's look at the first.
All right. Everybody's all dressed to the hilt.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
No, it's not. Yep. It's the Bucks versus the Bulls. The
And a
B&B.
glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. Nightfall in the Windy City with the Willis Tower and the rest of downtown Chicago lighting up the sky. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for you. And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldrich. Who's
Well, guys,
David,
Thanks,
thanks for that. You know, Che, no stranger to controversy.
And I can see the reasoning from both sides. I don't think Che tries to be a lightning rod for controversy, but he doesn't shy away from it either.
Now the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Then it's Chris Middleton.
Do this.
Then there's Bledsoe. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 2 spot. And for Chicago.
For me, that is. I'll see if they're sponsored for the NBA. Hey, Ruffles, if you're watching, can I have a sponsorship?
That is that you understand you have a role defensively just as much, Kevin, as you do on the offensive end. It certainly doesn't hurt that on the back end you have Tim Duncan calling out plays, blocking shots.
Yes.
But accountability to your role defensively, that's where Greg Popovich gets you to play.
And the communication's so vital.
That always helps, but sometimes
that was a
Pop
good
takes
shot
that just a little bit too far.
Here's Matthews, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Denzel Valentine. And the shooting guard, Wesley Matthews, a terrific defender who has no hesitation, Greg, in taking that long 3.
A pretty good combination. Weathered an Achilles tear back in 2015, but has remained a steady rotation player.
Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. There's the feed to Young. And a wide open look for Porter. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
So dangerous off the pass. Porter has tremendous confidence in his ability to catch and shoot.
It's Matthews on the wing. Porter with a block. There's Satoransky, and there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass.
Is it always a bad shot selection when you miss?
Seems to be in the right place at the right time more often than anybody that's on the court here tonight. We see that pay off.
Giannis passes to Bledsoe. 1:14 left here in the first quarter. They get it back, and to Kumbo. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
I was trying to pass to the right.
Checked in for the Bucks.
And somehow I passed to the left.
Williams comes in for Ilyasova. .102 left in the first quarter of the game. Shoots a 3. Milwaukee with the rebound.
Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Yeah, you got to like how he hustled to guard out on the perimeter, definitely respecting the shooting ability.
Pass to Gafford. Now Satoransky. Lopez covering. There's 37 seconds left in the first quarter. 6 on the shot clock.
Take it, take it, take it, take it.
Satoransky against Williams. Satoransky gets the bucket.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Who's going to miss first? Every time one team scores, the other team right back at you.
Here's Bledsoe. Rejected by Young. They retain possession. And that one is good.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up a little more sense of urgency.
There it is, baby.
Good.
All the way to the bucket. No resistance. Just swipe the candy from him.
And the wide open shot from Bledsoe. Bledsoe with another miss. Buried from outside. But I don't know. I think we may see a review here. That was pretty close. On. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And they're making sure on this one, even though it may not matter in the grand scheme, but the replay process is faster than ever. You know, why not?
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break.
Damn it.
And their three-point shooting has paved the way for them. We'll return shortly.
That's something I relish.
And Greg, that's why his teammates love him.
Absolutely. You can tell Lopez really wants to make an impact on defense, on every possession.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Pretty prime example
come
here of
on.
how to space the floor and do it correctly. When you do it, that's the kind of thing that happens.
Setting the floor for the Bucks. The backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews. Williams is out there with Kyle Korver. And it's Lopez in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Giannis Antetokounmpo is the reigning MVP. He's the second Bucks player to win it since Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And he's the third youngest MVP in league history. Kevin, he's just scratching the surface of what he'll do in this league.
You said it, DA, and some good facts in your report, too. Thank you. Bledsoe for three. Rebounded by Gafford.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first two shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter.
Up top, Bledsoe. 11 points for him in that last game against the Pacers in Indianapolis.
Well, his shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
Ring shot on the way.
Oh, come on!
And Milwaukee the other way now. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Last time they met was in Milwaukee.
Oh, what?
It's just never easy to get stops in this league, but they had a smart game plan defensively. And I felt
he's like, don't take those
that was
shots.
the
Don't take any shots at all.
Good
Just don't take
defensive game plan and then carrying it out for 48 minutes. That really helped them out in that last game.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group.
Yeah. I knew they'd take me out. I'm okay with that. Oh, no. Somebody's hurt. All right. That's the end of the second quarter. Here we go.
With one on the clock, he doesn't hit that one. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks.
Come on.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly
Thanks,
following
David.
halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Come on.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this.
All right. Look at that. Everybody's putting points on the board. Oh, man, already?
To the left wing. Back to Valentine. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Shot clock at 5. And again, no good by Chicago.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
We've got Valentine. Dunn is out there with Carter. And it's Gafford in at the 4. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Especially in the playoffs, Brent, so much can change when a player gets into foul trouble. You see the league ever modifying that foul out rule?
I know that they do that in the summer league where you can stay on the court for 10 fouls as elimination, but it's a technical every time. I don't see the league doing that. I think it's good for the game so that star players or meaningful players, ones that play specifically on defense, they have to have responsibility for what it is that they're doing on the floor. And if they're overly aggressive, you should be penalized for playing that way.
Chandler Hutchison, he's checked in for the Bulls. Here's Bledsoe. That one goes.
Damn it.
Count it. Bledsoe's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, efficiency there from Eric Bledsoe. Good at knowing when he should look to score.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Can they get it?
Oh, come on.
And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. That one falls. 15 points for Eric Bledsoe.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
all night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
We've got 1:48 left in the third quarter. Here's Valentine. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Valentine's got 6.
And that solid play in the paint
gotta get the ball back.
continues here, guys.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And it wasn't too long ago, Brent, we were wondering what Giannis could do if he bulked up. Well, we don't have to wonder anymore.
Yeah, I don't think we need to wonder about an MVP in the league. The curious thing, Kevin, was last year after winning that.
All right, cool. All right. I didn't do too bad that time, except for missing the shot. What is up with me missing shots? Like, seriously, what is it? What is it? All right, so who's... There we go.
Both teams making
more play time.
substitutions here. Brent, many players now signing shorter contracts in free agency. You've talked about this a lot. Does it make it harder or easier for the super teams?
Well, I think it makes it easier because all of a sudden a star player from another team becomes available that you could latch him on to somewhere else.
Any examples you could throw out there that
I don't want to get into the specifics of it.
I understand.
I think we've seen it over the past 3 or 4 years with some of our star guys. And I don't fault them because they're getting smarter. Players are a lot smarter about what it is that they can do with having the very few times, Kevin, that you have a say in your career as to where it is that you're going to play. And more importantly, the potential for what it is that financially you can make.
And playing for a championship.
For a championship, or potentially the opportunity to play with somebody who you've always thought you could either elevate their play or they could elevate yours. This is not going away anytime soon.
On the court for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Ilyasova out there with Chris Middleton, and it's Williams at the 3 spot.
This guy upping his scoring average every year. Tonight's effort's only going to increase the chances of Giannis to do that again, maybe this season.
Here's White, and it's sent back by Lopez. The pass to Hutchison. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Here's Gafford.
Go.
Offensive rebound. And another shot.
Oh, that's out of there. Not a high riser, but Lopez using his frame, a smart block, if you will.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Come on, don't foul.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And the foul goes against Chicago.
This is not helping people.
And what a year last season for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He was terrific across, Greg, all stat categories.
And he was rightfully in the MVP conversation very early on. He's still very young, and I see multiple MVP seasons.
Not winning,
in his
but we can do this.
And the Bucks making a change here. Wilson, he's checked in for Lopez. Sterling Brown comes in for Marvin Williams. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Ilyasova. And it's Frank Mason in for Chris Middleton. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Here's Hutchison.
No.
Basket counts.
Wow.
Hutchinson's got 5 points now this quarter.
And actually made it.
Bucks have gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Brown feeling it out a bit. Passes to Korver. It's tough to get a unified feel on who the league MVP is. Which element, when you're looking at the MVP, matters most to you?
If we talk about that, Kevin, I always think about the MVP up being the guy that helps you get 6 to 8 unexpected wins. That's who I look to. So in this past season, what it was that Giannis did.
Yeah, there we go.
Coach Budenholzer coming in to Milwaukee, the stylistic change that they went through, and then the shouldered responsibility of Giannis to be the initiator to that much change in one season. That's why last year I feel like he was the most valuable player in the league. Even though eye-popping numbers were coming out of Houston again with James Harden. I go back to Giannis and that massive amount of change and him being the guy that shouldered it all.
That's a great answer.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Milwaukee.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying
Damn
win.
it.
A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Giannis
How was
Antetokounmpo.
that?
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
And Antetokounmpo on the follow.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena
Nice.
and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
He is so smooth in the pick and roll. Love seeing White there with the right pass.
And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. This one was over.
Oh, that was horrible. I just...
They get excited about great, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled.
Yeah.
They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Thank you.
Surprised I got paid at all for what I did.
For Greg Anthony.
Hey, what's your name? What's your name? You're a star, Brooklyn.
Nice. See, I told him he'd get his someday. He'd get his someday. All right, guys. Well, that's it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed NBA 2K. I'll be back next week with some more. As always, love you all. Game on and geek out.